Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be testing out and trying on the new Frozen Kiss palette by Gourmande girls. I did this look with it. We're going to talk all about it, but I am so excited, you guys, because I am planning on making a video of, brands that I want to try more in 2025, okay? And I've already started my list, and literally at the top of the list was Gourmande girls, #1 on the list. And who reached out to me this week to tell me, like, hey, we'd like to send you our new palette? It's Gourmande girls. I am so incredibly thankful they sent this over to me because their stuff is so beautiful, and I've been meaning to try more of it, and it was literally like one of my resolutions in 2025. So I'm so excited I'm getting to try this new palette. So this palette is going to come out on Friday, December 6th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe it's going to be retailing for $54.99, the same as all their other palettes. You can use my code, which they did give me, which is GLITTERFALLOUT, to save yourself some money. That is an affiliate code, so if you do choose to use it, thank you so much for that. But I want to talk about this palette. So first of all, I only have one other Gourmande Girls palette that I've ever used, and it is is it Spooked or Haunted? It's Haunted. So this is the only one I have, and it's very, very, very beautiful. There's a good mix of shimmers and of mattes and things like that. So as with all Gourmande Girls packaging, it does come with an outer cardboard sleeve that matches the palette on the inside. I do feel like that helps to protect the shadows nicely. But when I opened it, okay, let me tell you my first thoughts when I opened it. I saw this color story, and my very first reaction, I'm not going to lie to you, was, oh, okay. I think it looks really, really beautiful, and it is very wintry, and it's like very kind of cozy. Like, this is a cozy color story to me, and it looked just stunning, but I was very intrigued, obviously, by these kind of marbled shadows. There's a few that look like they have a little bit of shiftiness to it. So then I did the swatches, and I saw it all come together. Everything laid out together is such a beautiful, cohesive color story, and I'm still calling this cozy. It is so warm and cozy and like comfortable, but it is still very wintry, which I really like. It's wintry without just being icy silver and blue. So I'm very thankful they kind of went outside of the box to make this just, I don't know, comfortable. Now, when I did the swatches, the only thing that I did notice is that some of the colors were interesting. So for example, there's a lot of pastels in this palette. I did feel like they took a little bit of building up, but that is what I expect with every single pastel. I don't expect you to be able to swipe and it's instantly opaque. I don't feel like that's the case with pastels. So you have to build it up a little bit. That was not a turnoff. And also I did notice that some of the shimmers, namely the two that I just highlighted, which names are Bukanev and Snow Globe. These are the ones that look almost a little chunkier. And I use the word chunky not in like a negative way, but it's just like they have larger particles in them. So when you're touching them, don't do what I did. Don't press too hard or else you could shatter the shadow. I did not shatter them, but I feel like I got kind of close. And when I swiped it on my arm, there was quite a bit of fallout. So you will see when I did this makeup look, I did my face makeup last. And that is what I recommend with this palette. Do your eyes first and do your face makeup last. Also in Baltimore right now, even though it's not even technically winter yet, it is in the 20s. The 20s, and I'm angry about it. I am not a cold weather loving kind of girl. So if I'm going to have to be in this weather, at least I'm going to look festive for the season. Of course, I did want to do a look with it, so I want to show you how I got this look and then give you my feelings on how all of the shadows performed, because I do have some thoughts on them. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Hello, let's get this party started. I am very excited to be playing with this palette. So what I think I want to do, I'm going to try something a little bit different for me, I think. I'm going to be using more of these pastel colors because I don't usually gravitate towards pastel, so I kind of want to push myself out of my comfort zone. And also, I noticed when I was swatching a lot of the pastels, as with any pastels I'd ever used, you did have to build them up a little bit when it was on my arm. So I just want to see if it's the same on the eyes. I imagine it will be, which is never a deal breaker for me. But what I think I want to do, I'm so drawn to Snow Flurries, which is that beautiful teal. And then I think I also want to use Winter Romance, which is just this beautiful, like light purple. So I think what I want to do, I want to have snow flurries up kind of high, like probably almost to the brow bone, if not all the way to the brow bone. Actually, it probably will be all the way to brow bone. And then I want Winter Romance, and then I'm going to put in a bit of purple. I think I'm going to use Cold Snap, like in the crease and on the outer edge, really deep and dark. I'm going to use some tape today. And then the main color I want on my lid, I cannot avoid Snow Globe. It is so beautiful and unique and has so many like multicolored sparkles in it. So yes, I'm going to play. I thought it was so funny. The last time I used tape in a video, I feel like I was sitting there and saying like, oh guys, I know some people are going to judge me for using tape because it's not the makeup artist way to do it. And literally so many of you were like, yeah, I use tape all the time. What's the big deal? Like it was nothing. It was nothing. So I'm done apologizing. I love using tape on the outer edge just so I can get that like super, super clean line. And it just makes it easier. And as you'll notice, by the way, I did not do my face makeup first for the first time ever because I want to avoid fallout. And I have a feeling that this palette will have quite a bit of it. All right, I want to start with a big fluffy brush, and I'm going into Snow Flurries, which again is this beautiful teal pastel. I'm tapping off all the excess to not get a lot of kickback. I can obviously build this up, but this is going quite high in like the crease area. This is already so pretty. Oh, I'm usually not gravitating towards colors like this, but look at that. How can I not? And yeah, like I said, I'm taking this up very high, like pretty much to the brow bone. The vibe that I kind of want for this look, so I did this look the other day where I just had so many sparkles on the lid. So yeah, there will be a bit of darkness in the crease. Like I do want that area to be dark, but at the same time, like I want the sparkle to be the like forefront of this look. I say that, but this blue could be the forefront of this look. And maybe this is very like Mimi from the Drew Carey show. I don't care. I love it. I'm doing like a bit of a packing motion and swiping also to make sure it's blended out. But packing, I really feel like with any pastel for me, helps to really get that color on to the opacity that you want it. This color is very pretty. Ooh. All right, now that we have that on, I am going to go in with, let me see, I think I want another fluffy brush, but maybe one that's more of a point. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. This is an old Royal & Lang nickel brush, and I'm going to go in with that Winter Romance shade, which is, again, a pastel purple. I'm curious to see how these two blend together, tapping off all the excess, and that's going to go like fluffed in the crease right here, but it's not going to be the most concentrated. I do still want those colors to blend into each other, and if this goes on the lid like it is, I'm very much not concerned. That's a pretty gradient. Okay, so this is definitely pastel. It is a pastel color, so don't expect brightness from this. It's just pretty. It looks like candy right now. Doesn't my eye look like candy? I imagine I'm going to go back in and touch up these colors several times in case I lose like any of the pigment or the intensity that I like. But wow, that's pretty. You could do a fully matte pastel look with this palette. That's doing exactly what I want it to. So you can see it, but it is like a very light transition, which I'm hoping makes it easier for this next one. So I'm going in with Cold Snap, which is a true like royal purple. I'm tapping off literally all the excess. I can go back in, of course, with more if I want to, but this is going to go deeper in the crease, just like concentrated in the crease. Let me get a hand mirror. I am loving this, like, I keep calling it kind of candy gradient that I'm feeling here. I'm tapping this out just so it's not so intense but on the lid, but I do want it to be darker over here. I think I'll be able to get it nice and deep with packing it on, but right now I'm really liking this kind of like dark purple to pastel purple to teal gradient. I want to see if I can get this color deep though, like it is in the pan. Yeah, there we go. Once you pack it on. This is sticking so weird to my under eye right now. Oh my god. So this color is nicely buildable, which I really like. I'm probably going to wind up adding like the tiniest touch of black to this look when all is said and done, just to get that really deep right on the outer edge there. There we go. Like you can see, it's very pretty and intense, tapping off so much of the excess. I'm looking down into the mirror to really get into that crease. Again, very much not concerned about getting this on the lid right now. That is a pretty gradient. Okay, so next I am going to take Do I want to use a pencil brush for this? No, I'm going to use this. This is the Sigma E45 Small Taper Blending. And I'm going to go into Solstice. So Solstice is like, I don't know what to call it, almost like a coal black, in that it's not pitch black. There's a touch of brown to it, but I'm going to gently pounce this right on that outer V and along the tape line. Just to add, like you can see there, a touch of darkness, but I don't necessarily need that to be pitch black, or do I? I'm gonna make this darker right along the paint or the tape line and blend it in very lightly. Yeah, see, that's what I wanted. I just literally wanted a bit of a deeper tone out there. Oh, that is just super pretty. Okay, now it's time for the most fun part. Well, the NYX glitter glue is not the most fun part. It's not, it's fun. It's super, it's like a party in a tube, but it's not the most fun part. But anyway, I'm going to put some NYX glitter glue all over the lid, like all over, up until that purple, because we're gonna just blend that out. And then I'm dipping into Snow Globe. Look at this. It's just so unique with how many colors are in there. And then when you press them all together, it's just dreamy. So I'm tapping my finger into this rather than swiping, because this is a more gentle shadow, and the shimmer in there is stunning. This is probably one of the prettier eyeshadows I've ever seen. There's so much rainbow sparkle in here. I don't know if I've ever actually seen a shadow with that much rainbow reflect in it. It's like catching literally every color of the rainbow. It's kind of like a nebula. Now, I probably should have put a shade under this. It's not that it's sheer, but it's like, in some lights, it almost looks like there's a bald spot, but there isn't. I don't know, but I definitely do have fallout on my face despite using glitter glue and everything like that. So just keep that in mind. This is a palette I would suggest doing your face makeup last, because the shimmers are so intense. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this color is so, so pretty. Oh, it is so lovely. I don't know if it's the holidays or what, but like my love of ridiculously shimmer eyeshadows is kind of coming back. But anyway, I'm going to take the brush that had the deepest purple on it, and I'm literally just using whatever's left on the brush to kind of blend out that edge just a little bit. It's already pretty blended, but it's so pretty. So I'm going to go back in actually and touch up some of the colors where I lost anything. Like I want more purple here. But yes, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Do your face makeup last with this palette, okay? And again, that's not judgment on the palette. That's me just saying that it definitely does have fallout with these sparkles, because they are so intensely foiled and glittery and shimmery that it is all over, but I don't care about that. I feel like it needs something, and I can't figure out what I want. I know I want to put this shade, which is Bukanev, is how I believe you pronounce it. I want to put that on the inner corner, but I need to kind of clear off a lot of this glitter first. So let me go ahead and take off the tape. Oh, that is a pretty line, and I'm actually going to use stickiness that's left on the tape to take off as much of the fallout as I can. So yes, definitely, I keep saying it, but definitely like a good amount of fallout on my face. Just from the glitter shade though, not from those pastels, which I don't know why, but I expected a ton to come from the pastels. That is so pretty. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hop off camera real quick, and I want to do my face makeup, and I want to do my, my liquid liner. And then I will be back, we will finish under the eyes, and then I'll show you the final look. Okay, did face makeup, and I did a navy blue liner, which I think actually looks really cool. I'm not even sure if that's coming across on screen, but for the under eyes, I think I want to do, oh, I know I should use other colors. You know, just for something a little different, let's try Frosted Kiss. This is just kind of a mid-tone pink. It's very pretty. It's a little like, I don't want to say dusty, but I mean, it kind of is. I think it might almost be too close to my skin tone. No, it's showing up. It's definitely showing up. That's pretty. It's not very strong though, so I think what I am going to do, I'm going to take the brush that I had Cold Snap on, which is that purple. I took the tiniest amount, and I'm kind of putting that, I'm looking down into the mirror, or up into the mirror rather, and I'm putting that like right on the lash line, almost as like eyeliner. Not even adding any real extra pigment, just just a little bit so that it kind of completes the look. Okay. Oh my gosh. I want to do one more thing before I'm done, and I don't think this will ruin anything. I want to take, again, that Gourmande shadow. I'm going to gently press my pinky into it. You know what? Will this be... Actually, I lied. I'm taking a little teeny tiny pencil brush and wetting it down, and I'm going to press that into it because that might minimize some of the fallout. Let's see if it still shows up. It's hard to see on the brush, but I want to press that right here on the inner corner. You can sort of see it, but it's not showing up a ton wet. But I'm so scared to, like, I don't want to get glitter everywhere, but you know what? We're going to try it. I'm pressing my finger gently into it. This color is like a little more sheer, but it's also like, guys, I barely touched it. Do you see? Hold on. Do you see how much product just came off on my finger? It's like pretty chunky. Chunky is probably the wrong word for it. It's just more like you have to be very gentle. These shadows are so beautiful and so foiled, but that also means that they are pressed like gently into these pans. So just be gentle with it. I'm going to press this right onto the inner corner. I'm kind of pressing hard. That looks silly right now, but it'll be okay. And then I'm just going to kind of press that in and blend it out with this brush just to get it kind of concentrated to that inner corner. That's really pretty. Okay, so I am going to hop off camera, finish up the eyes with mascara, whatever, and to put something on my lips, and we'll be back to talk about the palette. Okay, so here is the final look with the Gourmande Girls Frozen Kiss palette. On my lips, by the way, I just have the Kaleidos Gloss in Free Fall. I forgot how much I love this. This is like a very, very sheer gloss with like a slight purple tint to it. So freaking pretty. I love this look so much. I love, love, love this look. I think it's very wintry in like, I don't know, in like a little Dreamland way. It's like kind of candy coated and everything like that. I am loving playing with this palette. This is so much fun to me. These shimmers are just like a dream. They are an incredible dream. Again, one thing that I will say, so this is not saying anything negative. I'm just saying be careful with this palette. Be gentle with this palette because the shimmers are pressed in there. Mainly just those two, actually. Mainly just Snow Globe and Gourmande. Just be very gentle with them. When you're touching them, don't like jam your finger in or anything like that. I could see those shattering if you did that. But I don't necessarily think that's a fault of the shadow because they are so intensely foiled, as you can see. It looks like I feel like I have 3 different shimmers on my lid when I have 1 shimmer on my lid. It's that amazing. The pastels blended out so nicely with each other. I was very surprised at how nicely they blended. I love this look. I don't know, I feel like cute in it. I feel like a little dreamy, a little like smoky. It's just, I love it. I love it. How many shades did I use? So I used 7 out of 14 shades. Not a single one performed poorly. It's absolutely beautiful. I am really enjoying this. I can't wait to play with this more. And I feel like that is the sign for me of a good palette when I'm like, I can't wait to play with this again. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much to Gourmande Girls for sending that to me. That means the world. Again, if you'd like to pick up this palette or if you'd like to pick up any palette from Gourmande Girls, they did give me a code and that code is GLITTERFALLOUT. That will save you money off of your purchase. But thank you all so much for watching. Tell me in the comments below, how's winter going for you so far? I don't even think it's technically winter yet. I feel like, isn't that like the solstice on December 21st? Either way, it is so cold here in Baltimore right now, it's winter. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, it would mean the world to me if you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Come on, join the fam, join us. We're a little weird here. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. As always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart. I don't know why I just growled at you there. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.